up you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Liesel, also known as With Love Liesel on all my social media platforms. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and become part of my family. So today I'm going to do a makeup video. I'm going to do my makeup on camera, and then while I do my makeup, I'm going to share with you 20 things I wish I knew in my 20s. So the first thing that I'm going to do is put on the Fit Me primer. Okay, so I just use a small drop of this. Also, I'm not a professional makeup artist, so I do not have like a this is first, second, third one. Like, I don't have that, so I am just doing it as it comes to mind. Okay, so the first thing that I wish I knew in my 20s was to always keep God first. Right, I'm going in with the Yardley foundation. This is in the color, what is the color? Toast. Almond Toast is the color. Okay, so you might be thinking to yourself, but that is obvious. Like, to keep God first is obvious. Guys, I promise you that that is not obvious to a lot of people. So people just go, and they do not even, like, there's not even a consultation with God, and I cannot even live my life without God. And I'm not saying that just knowing about Him, not that type of a way. Like, everything I do, everything I say, everywhere I go, everything I want to do, everything I want to accomplish, like, God needs to be a part of that, because if God is not a part of it, it's just not it. The next thing that I wish I knew in my 20s is the sun always comes after the rain. Woo! There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always sunshine after the rain. Things must get better. That season, it has to end. Like, it's got no other choice. And not because you say so, not because you wanted to, but at the right time, that season will change. That season gots to go. Like, guys, when the sun starts to, like, it don't even have to come out fully. Like, the sun don't even have to come out fully. Like, the sun just have to peek through the clouds. Ooh, baby, it's game over. Another thing that I wish I learned in my 20s is the choices you make now will determine your future. Every day when you wake up, every day when you go to work, every day when you go to school, every day when you go wherever you're going, life is all about choices. What does that mean? It means that you can choose. Do you want to say no? Do you want to say yes? Do you want to go, or do you want to stay? Do you want to go to your job every day even though the situation is crap, or do you want to quit your job? The choice is yours. Ultimately, the choice is yours. And the choices that you make today, whatever choices you make today, it's going to determine your future. The next point that I wish I knew was always be grateful. Okay? Also, another thing that you might be thinking to yourself, but that is common knowledge. Like, isn't that, like, obvious? That's not obvious to a lot of people. We mustn't wait for big things to happen, for things to explode in our lives, for the little things. Thank you, Lord, that I have food on the table. Thank you, Lord, that I have a roof over my head. Thank you, Lord, that I have clothes on my back. Even if I'm wearing the same t-shirt every second day. Thank you, Lord, that I have clothes on my back. Thank you, Lord, that I have something to drink today, something to eat today, that I have shoes on my feet, even if I only have this one pair of shoes. Thank you, Lord. It is your gratitude that will attract more. It is your gratitude that will attract the more. So the next thing I wish I knew in my 20s was things will not always go your way. will not always go your way. So I'm just using this concealer, the Fit Me concealer from Maybelline, and this is in the color, okay, the color 30. Okay, it doesn't matter how much you plan, it doesn't matter how structured you are, it doesn't matter how calculated you are, things will not always go your way, and that's okay. Okay, I think the one thing that we must realize, or that we must know, is that even if things don't go my way, even if things don't work out the way I planned it, it's okay. Like I don't have to beat myself up. I don't have to beat myself up, and I don't have to now become this angry, bitter person because things didn't go my way. It's okay. Dust yourself off and try again. I think that Aaliyah sang in one of her songs, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. It's a big one. Okay? Do not let other people define you. Own you. Do not let other people define you, but own you. That is a very big one. Why do I say it's a very big one? Because we can get so caught up in the fact that this is what they want me to do, this is what they need me to do, this is how they want things to be for me, this is how... No, baby. I'm here to tell you that do not let other people define you. If you want to become a pilot, become a pilot. If you want to become a pilot and someone is telling you that, no, but you need to become a teacher because it's the safe option. If you want to become a pilot, become a pilot. Do research on becoming a pilot. Go to where you need to go to become a pilot and become a pilot. Do not let other people define you. Okay? Do not let other people also define you in a sense of, this is how you are, this is who you are, this is how you're supposed to be, this is how you're supposed to act. To the hell to the no. To the hell to the no. People will not tell me how to act. They will not tell me how to behave. They will not tell me when to shush, when to speak up, when to... You will not do that. I'm sorry. Do not let people define you. The one thing that I used to struggle with when I became a corporate girl, right? The one thing I used to struggle with was, I have a very, very, very loud laugh. Now, for those of you who know me, will know exactly what I'm speaking about. For those of you who don't know me like that, it's out there, okay? So I have a very loud laugh. My laugh is very, and I'm speaking about loud. When I became, like, that laugh was okay. When I grew up, it was okay. When I was on school, it was okay. When I was in my house, it was okay. Amongst my, it was okay. Like, it was always okay. I always felt like free to, like, that was me, right? Then when I became a corporate girl, it became a problem. Like, the moment I would open my mouth, like, if something was funny and I thought it was funny, and I would laugh, people would look at me like, oh, like, what do you mean? What do you mean? So that was a big thing for me, something that I really had to get used to. People would look at me weird, they would look at me strange. Some people would even have the confidence to tell me, I was lag is so nie. Nie jy lag is nie, jy sê nie vir my nie. Daai is die ding. Die punt van die saak is jy sê nie vir my nie. Jy sê nie vir my om te lag nie, because ek het nie in Shoprite geloop en die lag van die rak af gaan haal en gaan betaal by die counter nie. Ongelukkig was dit nie die geval nie. Because if I had to choose my laugh, do you think I would have chosen a laugh that would make people feel uncomfortable? Because that is what it does. For some reason, it makes people feel uncomfortable. And people wanted to define me with that. Mense wou vir my sê hoe om te lag, wanneer om te lag. Nee, nog nooit. I love the way I love. Just because I'm at a corporate event, I'm not gonna... Nee. Because that is what I want you to do. But no, you won't do that to me. When you're at a certain place or you're at a certain venue, you must not laugh. As much. Yes, sometimes I would be at a place and like someone would say something else, there would be a joke and everyone would like and then you would just hear me. Sometimes I would like stop myself and be like, yo. Like sometimes I would do that, but then I'll be like who cares? Then I go on with my life. So don't let people define who you are just because you're in certain setups in certain places. Don't act a certain way. Don't show people where you're from because of like niet uitruim in my nie. Jy try nie duim in my nie. Another thing that I wish I knew in my 20s was, so I wrote down, save and save. I used to buy me every weekend. I used to buy me bags of clothes. I just love clothing. I love styling. I love fashion. I love dressing up. I like always looking presentable, always looking put together, always looking cute. If there's an event, I feel like I need to have a new outfit. If someone invites me to something, I cannot just take something out of my cupboard. I have to go and buy me something new for that event. That's always been me. Like in my 20s, I was hardcore. It was bad actually. You see, the one thing about your 20s, and I'm sure times have changed from then to now. When you're in your 20s, you start working, or maybe you start working, or you are maybe already working. And the one thing that you will realize is that you don't have a lot of, like in my case, I didn't have like a lot of responsibilities when I was in my 20s. So I got a good salary that time. Like when I started working that time, I got a good salary. And the only thing that I had to do was pay rent, basically. Board, soos ons het sal sê. So I used to pay board money, right? I was done paying that. I had all this money and I didn't know what to do with the money. Like, yes, I knew I had to save the money, but I didn't save all of the money. Like I say to you, the Engels. But like I say to you, if I knew then what I know now, I would most probably be more responsible with that money. Like I said, I had a lot of money left after I paid what I had to pay. So I would have been more responsible in a sense of putting more towards my savings and then taking the balance to do whatever I wanted to do or buy whatever I wanted to do. In actual fact, if I knew then what I know now, after paying my rent, I would have probably put 80% of my money in my savings account and just spend the 20%, because like I say, most of the time I bought things that I didn't need. It wasn't a need. I wanted the stuff. The palette that I used for my eyes was it's the Foschini brand, and it is the color Romance. So this is a nice for winter. This is a nice combo for winter. Something that I wish I knew in my 20s was I don't have to if I don't want to. If someone is inviting me, I don't want to. I want to sit all day in my pajamas and not put a foot out of the house. I won't do it. Even if you pay me, I won't do it. This one is from Scarlet Hill. I think Mr. Price, this one is perfect. Wow. So it's got this on the one side, and then it's got this on the other side. So stunning. So the next thing that I wish I knew was Guys, this one is a huge one. This one is huge, and it's a lot. You cannot be everyone's superhero. You cannot be everyone's superhero. For the longest time, guys, I thought that was my role. I thought that was my role. I thought that was my purpose. I thought that was my everything about me was superhero. For the longest time. So I thought that was my purpose for the longest time, that I needed to be everyone's superhero. And I mean, I was in my 20s, so which means I took a lot of responsibility on myself in my 20s to be everyone's superhero. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a rude or in a wrong way. It's just that for the longest time I thought to myself, if anyone needs something, I need to show up. If anyone needs to be somewhere, I need to show up. If someone was in a situation and I could help the person, I had to show up. I always, I lived with that in my mind, 24/7. That was the only thing that I was thinking of. That was it was my whole world and everything was centered around that concept and around that mindset. I wanted to save everyone. I wanted to be everyone's saving grace. I wanted to be everyone's superhero. I wanted to be there for everyone. I wanted to help everyone. I wanted to give to everyone. I wanted to, I was on a different, and I mean, like I said, that was in my 20s. So I really put a lot of pressure on myself in that regard. And I became burnt out, to be honest with you. And because that was my mindset and because I did it for a long time, I didn't think anything about it. I really just didn't think anything about it. I was just like, I have to do it. I need to do it. I must do it. And it wasn't the case. It was all I knew at one point. I need to give. I need to do. If they phoned me now and they said, this person is in hospital, I must be there. I must, even if I'm at work and I'm knocking off at this time, I must go straight from work. I must be there, because if I'm not going to be there, the world is going to fall apart. Crazy, but that was my reality. Crazy. If I think about it now, I think vir myself, jy was mos mal. Jy was heeltemal mal. But that was my reality, guys. That is how I used to function. Everything was like that. I just wanted to be the saving grace. And it was not expected of me. I would say my 20s, and like I say, no one asked me to, no one expected me to, no one. It's just that in my 20s, I thought my main goal was just to show up all the time, to be there all the time, to be available all the time, to give all the time, to make it happen all the time, to go the extra mile all the time. That was my 20s. In a nutshell, that was my 20s. So I want to say to you that you cannot be everyone's superhero. Every now and then, maybe you can, but not all the time. Because the bad thing about that is when you can no longer be, when you can no longer show up like you used to, when you can no longer be available like you used to, when you can no longer give like you used to, when you can no longer do like you used to. Guys, my battery just died, my phone went off. The setup is doing me dirty today, but anyway, we move. So I just put on some powder on my face. It is the Fit Me Loose powder. It is in the color light 01, number 1, light. Okay, so I just put that on under my eyes. Okay, yeah, T-zone, nose. Yeah, So that is just going to bake a little. So while that bake, I am going to, what must I still do? Put on some blush. Anyway, so I'm just going to run through these pointers, guys, because my battery is really low and I don't want to give you half a video. I actually recorded this makeup video yesterday and my battery also died. So I had to delete that video and do this. So I thought, let me just combine 2 videos in one. Anyway, anyhow. So I was still saying about you cannot be everyone's superhero. So I'm not going to still go. That topic I can speak on for days. But the next point is, people come and people go. People come and people go. So today you will have this thing of, oh no, she's my best friend, and no, we are inseparable, and oh, she's my best friend. Boom, something happens and you are no longer best friends. You are no longer like super glue attached to each other, because people come and people go. That is the reality, guys. Do not beat yourself up when people leave you. Do not beat yourself up when people walk out on you. Do not beat yourself up when people is no longer interested in doing things with you, because people come and people go. People will be here today and gone tomorrow because they found a different lit, they found a different vibe, they found something different to be fun, and you are simply just not meeting that criteria for them anymore. And it's okay. If people want to leave, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. Don't blame yourself. It's not you. It's okay. This is really something that I wish I knew in my 20s, because in my 20s I was like ek het niks gesê nie, ek het niks gedoen nie, like wat die hel, like, you know, that vibe. But now in my 30s I'm like, hoe sê jy? 5 maande later boodskap gestuur. It's fine. Nee, is heeltemal fine. Vra hulle vir my, hoe gaan dit met my? Nee, is fine. Do they check up on me? No, that it's fine. Like, it's okay. You know? You used to do things that you don't do anymore, and now you're not it anymore. Okay? So, move along. The next thing is, invest and take care of yourself. This one is very important. And like I said, most of my 20s, or my 20s in a nutshell, I spent on trying to be everyone's superhero all the time. And I did not necessarily do that for myself or be that person for myself, because I always thought of, how can I make it special for the next person? How can I show up for the next person? How can I be available for the next person? How can I give to the next person? How can I, like, I always just wanted to be the best, the favorite, the everything man. And I never did that for myself. Like this, to me, it's like, now I'm at such a place of peace now that, like, I can now sit here and do my makeup, and like, I don't, like, whatever is happening out there, it doesn't faze me. Like, it doesn't faze me. I'm sitting here, this is like chill, this is therapeutic, this is me doing something for me, and I'm loving it. Like, it's not maybe what other people would want, but it's okay. I'm investing in me. I'm doing something for me. I'm loving it. I'm becoming better and better in my craft. So yeah, I am really taking care of myself on another level, and I'm really investing in myself on another level. Next thing that we are going to speak on is the next thing is, be kind. That one must also be common knowledge, but in the world of cruelty, and in the world of where everyone is so opinionated, and everyone is just being nasty, and everyone is just think that, like, their input is needed, like, we are really living in rude and cruel times, you know. So just be kind, man. Like, just be nice to someone. You don't have to be a bum all the time. Just be kind, just be nice to someone. You know, I was raised with that, like always be respectful, because respect goes a long way. Speak nicely to people. You don't address people like in a rude way. Address people nicely and like such things, man. So those things was instilled in me as a child. So I still live by that, even though it's not important today, even though it's not recognized today, even though it's not centered. It's okay. That is part of who I am, and that will stay part of who I am. Okay. The next thing is the thing that I wish I knew in my 20s is that you need to build your own empire. You need to build your own empire. What do I mean by that? Guys, not all of us come from rich families. Not all of us come from well-off families, well-established families. To some of us, things was not handed to us, things was not given to us, things was not passed on by us. We didn't inherit stuff. So we have to work for everything that we have. Everything that we have, everything that we want in life, we need to work for it. So I want to say that something that I learned, that I wish I knew in my 20s, was that I have to build my own empire. Yes, I always knew of working hard, saving my money, looking after myself. I knew all of those things, yeah, but the thing that I didn't know in my early 20s especially was everything, like the dreams that you have for yourself, the goals that you have for yourself, the visions that you have for yourself. No one is going to help you. No one is going to assist you. It's you and it's God. It's you and it's God. If you want a certain, for example, if you want a certain job, it's you and it's God. If you want to drive a certain car one day, it's you and it's God. No one is going to help you. No one is going to assist you. No one is going to feel sorry for you. You need to build your own empire. If there is some places that you want to go in life, if there's certain countries that you want to visit in life, it's you and it's God. It's you and it's God. No one is going to do it for you. You need to build your own empire. No one is going to hand things to you. I wish I knew that at the earlier, and the reason why I say I wish I knew that in my early 20s, or when I started working, was like I mentioned to you before, that if I knew then what I know now, I would have saved 80% of my salary and only spent 20% as spending money. Because if I knew back then what I know now, with that savings I could have already started then. Like I would have had that mindset back then, and I would have already started to build my empire the way I envisioned it to be. Not that I'm not happy with my current. I am very happy. I'm very grateful. I'm thankful to God for everything, for every little, even the little things. I am grateful to God. Like every day I just stop and I just say thank you. Like sometimes I want to pray, but I don't know what to pray for. Like I will just say thank you. Sometimes I will pray and I'll just be like, Lord, I don't even want to ask anything of you, because you are so good. Like you are so faithful. Like I just want to say thank you. Like that is the thing for me. Like I had to learn that you need to build your own empire. You need to do it for yourself. Your mom is not going to save you. Your dad is not going to save you. Like they will be there for you along the way. They will encourage, like not all of them, some of them. And if you do still have them, be thankful and be grateful, because they are the ones that will cheer you on. They will be the ones that will pray for you. They will be the ones that will encourage you. And yeah. So, but not all of our parents and all of our family members is in a place or in a space to say that once you turn 18 or once you turn 21, I'm going to buy you your first car. We don't have that. We didn't grow up with that. We don't have that luxury. So you must build that for yourself. If that is what you want for your life, if that is what you envision for your life, then you need to get up and you need to work for what you want. People, I want to say to you, do not sit there and wait for someone to save you. Don't sit there and wait for someone to rescue you. Don't sit there and wait for someone to come and take you by your hand and take you to places. Get up and go. Get up and go. That's the only way that it's going to be or get done. So I'm using this. I got this from what they call a drugstore. I'm sure you saw the name before. It's Mimi Q. So it's in the color Velvet Matte Lip. No man, what's the color? There's no color. I don't see a color here, but anyway. So this, I love this color for me. I do a lip liner, but then I just smudge it in because it gives a nice effect to my lips. The next thing that I want you to, that I wish I knew in my 20s is, life is short, so don't take yourself too seriously. Like, laugh, smile. Like, I'm so guilty of this, and I'm not even going to lie. I'm so guilty of this. Sometimes I take myself too seriously. Sometimes I take myself, hi, my name is Liesel, and sometimes I take myself too seriously. No, but honestly, guys, honest to God, sometimes I take myself too serious and I have to remind myself, chill. Like, it is so diepie, it is so ernstig. Like, relax your body. Have fun, laugh, have spontaneous conversations. Like, everything don't have to be so planned, everything don't have to be so structured. Like, sometimes is ek regtig soos 'n polisievrou, sometimes like I'm very structured, I'm very organized, I'm very I like routines, I'm very much like that, man. Like, so sometimes I need to remind myself and be like, nee girl, just the opposite, like, relax, let your guard down sometimes, like, you know. So yeah, life is short, so don't take yourself too seriously. Laugh if you must. Lach jou lelike lach, het maak nie saak, lach jou lelike lach. Smile, dance, sing, al kan jy nie sing, doen iets, no, doen net iets. The next thing, so this one, like I say, this is my experiences, okay? This is my experiences, so don't come for me for this one, but friends are only there for good times. Friends are there for good times. Chances that your friends is going to be there when the going gets tough, a skraal. Hulle gaan nie daar wees as jy gaan struggle. As jy unemployed is en jy soek 'n werk, hulle gaan nie vir jou kom pamper en vir jou kom laat goed voel oor jouself. So choose your friends wisely. And if you don't have friends, that's okay. But choose your friends wisely, because I'll rather have no friends than have fake friends. I'll rather have no friends than have friends who's not there when I need them. Like, I'll rather have no friends than have friends that just want to draw from me. Like, they just want to do withdrawals. They never pour into me. They're always just taking from me. Like, I'll rather have no friends than to have friends like that, to be honest. So I have this setting spray from Scarlet Hill. It is keep your glam in place all day. So dewy. The other thing that I wish I knew in my 20s is appreciate your parents. Guys, we must, like, I've learned that I mustn't be like so focused on my life, what I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it, that I don't stop and be like, is mommy okay? Maak jy mommy nog iets? Kan ek vir mommy miskien vat vir 'n breakfast? Kan ek vir mommy miskien vat vir lunch? Kan ek vir mommy miskien 'n pyjamas koop? Kan ek vir mommy like we mustn't be so focused on us that we forget that they also there. Because remember, one thing that I've learned now that I am also a parent is that the thing that we do is that when it comes to our parents, right, we as children, or yes, we are now adults and all of that, but we expect perfection from them. We expect them to be perfect. We expect them to do everything right. We expect them, they mustn't fail, they mustn't fall. They mustn't have a down, like a day where they feel down, a day where they feel like they just don't listen. Like, we expect them to always like go, 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 go. And when our parents fail, and when our parents do wrong, and when our parents don't meet what we thought, our expectation, then we want to be like, no, I don't talk to her, I don't talk to him. Like, guys, the thing that I've learned about parenting is that when I was a child and my mother got me, she was also just a parent for it was her first time. Like, she was also just trying to navigate. Like, I'm at a point now, I'm just navigating through life because there's certain things that I just don't know. There's certain things that I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't know. Like, I'm just doing it. You know, I'm just navigating. If I fail, I fail. If I get it right, I get it right. If I have to do it 5-6 times to get it right, I do it 5-6 times. And if I get it right the 7th time, then thank be to God. But like, we forget that our parents, they were also our age. They were also in our shoes. They were also at this place where we were. They also had conversations with themselves and thought, how am I going to make it through the month? Like, they also had like, I have these 2 children and I only have this amount of money. How am I going to make it through the week? How am I going to make it through the month? So now that you are a bit bigger, and just an example, you realize to yourself like, when I was younger, I used to have just 1 pair of shoes and I used to wear this pair of shoes all the time. But if you look at your own life now, jy werk nou vir jouself en jy's al 'n groot man of 'n groot vrou, maar jy het nou nog 1 paar skoene. So you can't now blame your parents because you only had 1 pair of shoes, because they were just trying to make it. They were just trying to at least like be there, like to make it. So you can't like, we mustn't like beat our parents up. We must be there for them. Like, if they, just an example, if your parents were so focused on doing things for you, doing things for the house, being available to you, and they never experienced what it was to go and like sit in a restaurant and have a waiter serve them, take them to a restaurant. Nou wat jou eie geld het en nou wat jy werk en jou geld verdien, vat hulle na 'n restaurant toe en gee hulle die experience. Even though they couldn't give you that experience, if you are by the means, now go and take them so that they can also have that experience. But all I hear from people in our society is that I don't talk to my mother because of A, B, C, and D. I don't talk to my father because of A, B, and C, B, C, and D. I will never forgive my mother for this. Like, yes, I understand that there was things that happened in your life that was maybe deep, it was hurtful, it was painful, it was all of that. But guys, they were also just trying. There's no manual, no? There's no manual on parenting. There's not a book. Like, yes, people write books and 101 about parenting, but that is their point of view. That is how they see it. But there's no set rules and structure of how to raise a child. Everyone is just trying out there. Everyone is just doing it day by day. Okay? Everyone is just doing it like day by day. So if your parents never took you to certain places, for example, that was not just a simple example. If your parents never had the money, or they were never financially stable to take you to a restaurant to go and have lunch, or like other children have, and you never had that, but now that you're big, you're giving yourself that experiences, invite your parents along. You give them that experience. You take them with you. Let them sit at the table and have a waiter. Because when they were raising you and your siblings and whoever, they were the waiter. They were the waiter every day of for the whole year. 365 days of the year, they were the waiter, they were doing the cooking, they were doing the cleaning, they were serving you, they were feeding you, they were doing. So now that you have the money, now that you have whatever you have, give them that, also that experience. Don't now just be like, I never had this as a child, so now that I'm big and I'm earning my own money, now I can go sit at restaurants and people can serve me and I just pay the bill and I tip the waiter and No. Invite them also. Allow them to also sit at these tables. Give them also these experiences if you can. If you can. Because one thing about a parent is they will not expect you to do something that you cannot do. Like if they know you're struggling and you come with them, if they know that you are struggling financially and you buy them something or you give them a gift or you want to do something, they will tell you straight, like, you don't have to, like, because they know what you're going through, and even though you are big, you have your own life, like they will still look out for you in that way. So one thing that I've learned is that invite them along, give to them, buy them, make them feel special, let them live moments now that they couldn't live when they were your age or when they were raising their children. If it means you must take them to a park to just go and sit there and look at the trees, do that. If they are saying to you, like, my family is very old school, in the old school way, like if I now have to tell someone in my family, this is snacks, if I have to tell anyone in my family, can I take you for a coffee at a coffee shop? Hulle gaan vir my uitlag en hulle gaan vir my vra as ek mal. They're going to ask me if I'm crazy, van hulle kan hulle eie koffie by huis maak. Vir wat sal hulle nou in 'n coffee shop gaan sit en 'n koffie gaan drink? That is the mentality of my family. Like, that is how they reason. I'm like, it's for the experience. It's like, it's for the vibe. It's oh my goodness, my ma sal my uitlag as ek vir haar moet nou sê, kom ek vat vir mami vir 'n koffie. Because when she was raising me, daar was nie tyd vir 'n koffie nie. You know? I have a child now and I make time to go and have a coffee. I make time to go and have a breakfast. I make time to go and do things. They didn't have that luxury. So if I can tell her now, like, ek gaan vir mami vat vir 'n, even if she said no, I say no, we're going. So that is one thing that I've learned. So this is my makeup, you guys. Let me see how many do I still have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I still have now 4. I think I have 4 to get through, so I'll do that with you, with my face being done. I think I must comb out my hair. Please hold. Oh, this swolkos. So another thing that I wish I knew in my 20s was, do not be afraid to fail. Guys, this is a big thing. Most of these things are big things, so that is why I'm sharing it with you, because don't be afraid to fail. In my 20s, I thought that if I fail, that my world is going to collapse. If I fail, my world is going to fall apart. If I don't do good, if I don't get good grades, if I don't get this percentage, if I don't get it right the first time, ooh, that one. If I don't get it right the first time, I am the biggest failure of all time. All of these things. But I've learned as I have come now to my late 20s and also early 30s, I've learned that it's okay to fail. It's okay to not get it right the first time. It's okay to dust yourself off and try again. It's okay. It's just okay. The one thing that I've experienced with that is that growing up, people didn't really drive in my family, didn't go for license and drivers and learn to drive and that. So when I was, I think 21 or so, I attempted to do it. I was like, no, but I want to do it. Like, even if no one else did it, I want to do it. I want to learn how to drive, I want to get my license, all of that. I went for driving lessons. I just lost interest. I failed at that. Like, I did it a few times, and then until now, the last time I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it again. and I'm not going to give up this time, and I'm not going to fail this time. Like, I did it a few times until now. Eventually I was like, no, but now I am all in. So it's okay to fail. It's okay to give up along the way, and then just try it, like start again. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You don't always have to get 90%. You don't always have to get 10 out of 10. You don't always have to be the best at everything. It's okay. It's okay to fail. It's okay to try again. It's okay to crawl till to the point where you need to be. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. As long as you don't stay there. As long as you don't stay there, dust yourself off and try again. Pick yourself up and try again. Do it again and again and again. If it is something that you really want to do, you will get there. Okay? Another thing is, okay, so this is my look, you guys. I hope that you like it. It's stunning. I love the setting spray, guys. I love the setting spray. Another thing is, do not compare yourself to others. That is the thief of all things. That is the thing that will steal your life. Comparing yourself to other people. Do not compare yourself to other people. I've learned that. Not that I did it like hardcore, but there was moments where I would do it. I wasn't like hardcore. Everything that I did, I compared myself to. But there was moments where I did, or certain areas or certain things that I did it. And I had to realize that I'm robbing myself of myself. Because you see, the thing with comparing yourself is, I'm going to use the example again. So if I'm in a group, or if I'm in a setup where everyone is civilized and everyone is cute and everyone is unless it's puppies, like that, and I am now expected to also be that person, I'm robbing myself of being myself. I'm robbing myself of being the fun, lit, vibey person that I know I am, you know. But because then I want to fit into this crowd, and because then I want to fit into this people, I'm now almost also like a puppy. Oh, so nice, thank you, appreciate it. Nee. If I want to laugh, I laugh. If I want to not talk to anyone and just sit in my corner, I will do that. Because I do not have to compare. Just because, you see, sometimes you will step into rooms and people be like, hi, how are you? You look nice. If I'm not that person, I'm not that person. I am generally not the person that will just walk up to someone and be like, hi, my name is Liesel, how are you? I apologize in advance if that is your expectation of me, but that is not me. That is not me. I am not the person that will step into a room and just start mingling. I am not the person that will step into the room and just start speaking to strangers. Like, I am the person that will step into the room, find the coziest corner that I can, sit there and observe the room from my corner. I will observe the room from my corner. I'm like, okay, I like. So when someone comes up to me and be like, hi, I'll be like, hi, because remember, I've been watching you. I've been scanning the room, so I already know who's who in the zoo. So I'll be like, hi, I like your jacket, oh, your hair's stunning, oh, your makeup is on point. Then I will start. Another thing that I wish I knew is sometimes it's okay to accept the help. So I am a very, I regard myself as a very independent person. I can do things, I can do a lot of things like on my own by myself, like to the point where I won't ask people for help. I won't ask people to assist. Even though I'm struggling, I will sit there and I will struggle, but I will not ask the help. If people offer to help me, I won't accept the help. I have always been that person, but I've learned as I matured in life that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to accept the help. It's okay to allow people to assist you and to help you. And I've really become better in that, to a point where I'm like, you know what, I'm tired, so I can't do this. I need someone to help me. So I've gotten to that point, and I'm really proud of myself for making progress in that area. The last one that I want to cover is, before my battery dies again, is that do not live a life to impress other people. Guys, this is huge, 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 huge. Do not live your life to impress other people. I can make a whole video on this, to be honest with you. I've seen people that, like, I wrote this down in a sense of, things I wish I knew in my 20s, because maybe there was moments in my life where I did things to impress other people. Maybe there was moments in my life where I went to places just to impress other people, just to show I can also. But that has never been my lifestyle. Like, there was moments, like I say, but I've seen people do things that mense, hulle is nie by die mens om dit te doen nie, but because hulle wil vir mense wys hulle kan dit doen, gaan hulle dit doen. They don't have the money to do it, they don't have the capacity to do it, but they are going to do it because they want to show other people they, man, 5th of the month, they don't even have traveling to work, but they were also at this big event happening month end. Why would you want to do that? They don't have the money to buy from a certain store, but because everyone else is buying from that store, they also want to buy from that store. They don't have the financial capacity to wear a certain brand of clothes, but because it's the in thing, because it's trending, because everyone is wearing it, they also want to do it. Do not live your life to impress other people. You are going to burn yourself out. You are going to burn your pocket out. You are going to cripple your family and yourself, because you are trying to impress people and show people that you can live this lifestyle, and you know that you are not by the means to live that lifestyle. It's okay to be content with where you are at the moment, because if you do good now, if you are content with your situation now, and you know how to work with the little that you have, God will bless you. God will bless you. God will see your sacrifice. God will see that moment when people is inviting you to this groove and that groove and this event and that event and blah, 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 blah. And you say to them, but I can't go, or I'm not going. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to attend every event. It's okay. Sit at home, enjoy yourself at home with your family, sit nicely, buy snacks, have time with your family, because God is going to see your sacrifice. God is going to see your sacrifice. He's going to bless you, and one day when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. You will experience all the things that you need to experience. That is the other thing. Sometimes people, they do things to impress other people, but they're not even supposed to be there. You're putting yourself in a situation because you also want to go to that event that everyone else is going, but in the first place, you were never supposed to be at that event. You were never even supposed to be, because God, guys, don't live your life to impress other people. Stay in your means. There's one thing about me. I do things that suits me, right? I do things that I can afford. I do things that is within my means. I do things that I like. I do things that I want to do. I don't do things because everyone else is doing it. I don't do things because everyone else, it's a trend, because I am not that person. If everyone is wearing this certain brand and I cannot afford that brand, I'm not going to wear that brand. I'm not going to wear that brand. I'm going to wear the brands that I can afford. And even if they tell me you're behind or it's okay. That's your business. That's your life. I do not compare myself to other people. So don't live your life to impress other people. If you can't do it, you can't do it. If you can't go there, don't go there. If you cannot wear it, don't wear it. Don't do it, guys. Anyway, you guys, I don't want to preach on here because I feel this video is long and I will have to chop and cut. Anyway, you guys, so I just wanted to do my makeup with you guys and also share 20 things that I wish I knew in my 20s. And then, yeah, this is my makeup look, you guys. This is my hair for the day. I did my makeup so nicely, so stunning, so cute. I'm impressed. So, yeah, don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up. Like. Subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed to my channel. Comment if you want to comment. And then until next time, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in once again and for watching my video. From me to you, with love, Liesel. Bye.